Hello and welcome everyone. Let's speak about the sense of apparent self that we speak about and non-duality. Non-duality simply implies that there is no two, there is no other. There is just this, the formlessness appearing as all forms. And the apparent sense of self, this formlessness alone appears as this tightness. There is no individual self, but the formlessness alone appears as this energetic expression of a sense of self, the illusion of there being an individual entity, a self which is separate from what is. And this sense of self believes, or this sense of self lives in this unnatural expression of formlessness, which believes that there is an individual entity which is solid and static. It owns this body, it owns the thoughts, it is the one that thinks, or it is the one that feels. It owns the expression, it owns the speech, it owns the feelings. It is, and it can be very subtle. And this sense of self, uh, you could say, apparently appears from the sense of I am. I am this, or I am this body, or I am inside this body. I'm a sense of self, individual entity. And this sense of self then goes on and, kind like the roots of a tree, apparently spreads its area, you could say. And it says, these are my thoughts, I'm here, I was born, I'm living this life in this sense of linear time, of which progresses in a very linear fashion, in a horizontal fashion, and I am going to die one day. And in this, I have to become rich, I have to become educated, I have to become humorous, I have to become spiritual. And it goes on and on, owning things, owning relationships, owning this is my spouse, these are my children, my parents, this is from where I come, this is my country, this is my nation. And it keeps owning everything. But this is simply the unnatural reality, you could say, the unnaturalness, because there is no solid, static individual which exists and owns these things. It's simply the formlessness appearing as form. And that is unconditional love, and it's simply ineffable. It's this what is appearing, what is being seen, what is being heard, what simply appears seemingly is the expression of the formlessness. It alone appears as everything, but the sense of self seemingly owns everything. It does not exist. There is no sense of self, but it believes it exists and it seemingly owns everything. This is the illusion of what is termed as Maya in the Indian philosophical. And this I then keeps strengthening its what you call like a tentacles almost. And but it cannot be strengthened, it cannot be lost, it cannot be strengthened, because all is simply an appearance of formlessness. But this unnatural reality seemingly believes that it can own everything, it can become something, it can, and then from riches and fame, and then so-called hangs on to something called non-duality, or something called spirituality, and then wants to become one with God, or merge with God, or become no one, or lose the sense of self. So this keeps going on like the hamster on the wheel. It just simply goes on and on and on till it simply does not appear. But there is no happening. There, the sense of self does not exist, so it cannot die. It does not, it is simply an appearance of this. And this appearance is ineffable and it is unconditional. Thank you.